from people saying don't euthanize any animals.
Of course.
We understand that. We understand that.
Don't euthanize any animals. And when we do, you know, we're damned if we do and damned if we don't.
Amen
We
to
know
that.
that.
We are too. These dogs that I'm bringing in are going to be euthanized. They are semi-feral. They've been on a chain since. Listen, I didn't create the situation. Neither did you.
Nope.
And if you go look at how much I defend BARC all the time, I will be
know.
the first one to defend you guys.
I know.
The shelter, open intake shelter, should not be blamed for the euthanization rate.
And we are.
And you're
But
right.
you can't be in an open intake shelter and refuse to take the dogs.
Right.
So that's
but
where
we're
the
not.
complication
That's
is.
the thing. We're trying to go with what the ordinance states.
Hold on a second. Your guy out there, this was nothing. I said, I need a purple sheet because I need to bring these dogs in. And he said, you have to come back in a week. We're closed for intake because we're full. And she said, no, we're not. And he said, yes, you are. There was no conversation about where these dogs came
Right.
from. There was nobody. It wasn't until we came in here that I said,
Right.
this is where we got these dogs. But the guy out there, right?
Yeah,
Immediately, I didn't even have a conversation. I said, I just need a pink slip so that I can turn these in. I mean, purple slip because that's what we turn in, right?
Right.
And he said, no. He said, we are full. You have to come back in 7 days.
Right.
And we said, no, we don't. And he said, and I said, well, I'll go talk to the director because this is not fair
Right.
for you guys to keep sending these dogs out and home with people who can't take care of them. I tell you, if I wasn't a dog rescuer, I would leave here and I would dump the doggies in the street because I am not going to have to I'm not going to have to be humiliated every time I come in here and fight with you guys.
I get it. Nobody's trying to fight with you. I understand what you're saying. It's frustrating. I get it. But we're having to figure out a way to stagger our intake. We can't continue on the road that we're going because we're getting dogs
Because of the
sleeping-
no-kill
we're
movement
getting dogs
is what it is. Yeah.
sleeping in corridors and hallways.
So what you want them to come on
and
with us and
everything
sleep in
else.
corridors and hallways?
What I
I mean,
want
that's
you
what I'm
to
saying.
do,
I don't.
what I want you to do is not pick them up for the time being, okay?
Then you're going to come out and pick them up because that's a whole nother argument
come
that
and
y'all
pick
don't
them
have
out.
enough staff. You just told me you have 50,000 calls. You don't have enough staff.
We're going
Did
to
you
come
say
and
that?
pick them up if it warrants that we. These represents one of my guys that is in the field right now.
Right.
Okay.
That's why we're trying to say we're trying
This
to
is-
not bog you down with making these calls and helping you bring them in.
This is one person. This is 151, and he has
Do you-
1, 2, 3,
Do you not
4.
see how what you just said completely contradicts? You're saying that we should leave them in deplorable situations. Hold
I
on,
understand
hold
that.
on. That they may die because
Right.
these owners are going to move off and they're going
Where
to.
am I going to put the dogs that he's bringing in today?
I don't know.
If you're bringing in 50 of them,
But
I
is that
can't.
my fault?
I can't juggle it. It is your fault because the ordinance says that you're only supposed to pick up on your private property.
Okay,
and
so
there's
if
a
I find a
reason.
stray-
There is a reason why the ordinance says that because for this person, when he comes in at the end of the day, to put the dogs that he's already picked
All
up.
right, okay.
So
I get
you
it,
need
okay.
to see it from our perspective as
You
well.
guys don't do anything about the deplorable conditions they're living in. We're having to fight that
Man,
battle.
the city only gives us so much money. They only give us so much
Well, then
resources.
That's why we're trying to help you at least
If
evaluate
you're
that.
trying to help us,
Take it up with all
contact
the
your
rest.
city council
Well, we're
member.
planning on doing that.
Contact the mayor and say, listen,
We're
BARC
planning on
doesn't
doing that.
have the resources
But here
you
we are
need.
right now, and
Yeah.
we're saying that that guy will never get to these dogs because they're not in jeopardy, they're not going to die. So those dogs, the owner will move away this weekend and leave the dogs chained up with no food and water.
Like they don't have if they had their own vehicle and drove down here today, what would
We would ask,
happen?
no, we would ask them to keep it for seven
But
days.
they don't have a home
Vaccinated.
themselves.
They don't have 7 days.
They're not leaving yet.
Yes, they
I
are.
know that situation. No,
They're
they're
leaving
not.
this weekend.
No, there's supposed to be a writ of execution served, I believe it was Wednesday.
They're leaving 15th. They're leaving on the 15th. I just asked them.
Yeah, they
Okay.
said
These people have no
they
place
said they
to
had
go.
to go on the 15th.
The guy is going to give them $700 if you leave today. If you leave by the 15th, you get $700. That's why they're leaving.
And they're just going to abandon those dogs.
I don't know what they're going to do with them. They
And
don't
if
know
they,
either.
And if
And
they
that's-
abandon those dogs,
Then
and
you'll
we
wait
get
for
the
them to
call,
die.
we're going to prosecute them. I mean, it's just
So
Well,
we're gonna wait for the dogs
that's
to
the way
die.
it is.
So we're not.
But understand. I'm trying to make you understand.
I understand.
If you bring me 6, 7 dogs, this man right here, this is a different box in a different area.
Mhm.
The city wants us to answer all of these calls in a day. One man can't answer all these calls in a day.
That's why
So
we would like to
I
help
have
you
to,
out.
I have to prioritize them.
Mhm.
This person was bit.
Of course.
I gotta go. Investigate neglect, investigate neglect, investigate neglect, investigate ordinance, blah, 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 blah.
So can you not see that what we're trying to do is help you? Instead of calling you and
understand.
saying, come out here and pick up these healthy dogs that we can
Right.
get to the shelter today, and they're gonna be euthanized. So we're
Right.
not
We
even-
already
these
know
dogs are
that.
gonna be euthanized.
I
So hold
get
on a
it.
second. So what we're trying to say to you is, we get what you're saying. That's why we want to be part, instead of calling and bogging down the system and saying,
Right.
hey, there's some people who are moving out and they can't keep their dogs, can you come and pick them up? They don't have a car.
Right.
They don't have a way to get down here. They don't have a driver's license. They don't have anything. We're gonna give them the ride. And then we're the bad guys
I
because we're dumping dogs at the
understand.
shelter.
You're not the bad guys. We don't think you're the bad guys. But what I'm saying is, you're not really helping our situation.
Again,
We have
you
a
have a
situation.
All you want me to do is make a call to that, which is gonna make that thing worse. So it's not like
It'll
it's,
show, number one, you need to make a call to it because we can't get to every single call. And even if
I
we
know.
can't get to every single call, we can at least show at the end of the year, look, city council, mayor, these are the amount of calls that we could not answer.
in the meantime though, when you guys aren't answering these calls, the dogs are suffering. The dogs are out there with no food, no water. We're
Right.
waiting for you to come to this investigation
But
neglect.
Alicia, I just showed you.
No, I understand. I
I'm
understand.
going to take the ones that are this is my job to distinguish which calls we're going to answer. This one today says citizen states owners not feeding and beating the dog. That's all over the city.
I know.
It's
We
happening.
agree.
But I'm going to. Hey, Greg. No, the car's running. No.
No, we're just gonna
Okay.
suffocate.
All right.
I'm gonna get a ticket for
No,
the dogs.
the dog, they're in the AC. Okay.
Anyway,
what I'm
I
trying to-
know,
what
I
I'm
know,
trying
but
to-
you're not seeing it from our perspective.
I am,
Okay,
but you're
so
not
make-
listening to me, though.
Okay,
That's
well,
what I'm,
make,
that's
no,
what
I
I'm
heard
telling
you. You want me to make the report, you want me to wait for days, we're gonna have to sit there with binoculars waiting for the dogs to
And we
die.
may not be
before
able to
we do it.
answer the call.
That's what I'm saying.
We may not be able to answer the call.
So the dogs are just gonna sit there and die before anybody comes. And here, listen, I'm not arguing with
So
you.
are all
I'm
these
saying
people.
what I'm saying.
So are all these people.
So then let us pick the dog up,
Right.
and I get it, you want that. I don't think you need any more calls on there to say.